This week's Robin's Rant is a story that a member sent to me several years ago about a famous speech delivered by a football and baseball coach named John Scolinos back in 1996 in Nashville, Tennessee. There's a lot of good packed into this speech about leadership, responsibility, and holding the line on values and standards. Coach Scolinos was 78 years old and 5 years retired from a college coaching career that began in 1948. He shuffled to the stage to an impressive standing ovation wearing dark polyester pants, a light blue shirt, and a string around his neck from which home plate hung, a full-size, stark white home plate. Near the end of his presentation, this is what he said: "You're probably all wondering why I'm wearing home plate around my neck, or maybe you think I escaped from Camarillo State Hospital," he said, his voice growing irascible. I laughed along with the others, acknowledging the possibility. "No," he continued, "I may be old, but I'm not crazy. The reason I stand before you today is to share with you, baseball people, what I've learned in my life, what I've learned about home plate in my 78 years. Several hands went up when Scolinos asked how many Little League coaches were in the room. "Do you know how wide home plate is in Little League?" After a pause, someone offered 17 inches. More question than answer. "That's right," he said. "How about in Babe Ruth? Any Babe Ruth coaches in the house?" And another long pause. 17 inches, came a guess from another reluctant coach. "That's right," said Scolinos. "Now, how many high school coaches do we have in the room?" Hundreds of hands shot up as the pattern began to appear. "How wide is home plate in high school baseball?" 17 inches, they said, sounding more confident. "You're right," Scolinos barked. "And you college coaches, how wide is home plate in college?" 17 inches, we said in unison. "Any minor league coaches here? How wide is home plate in pro ball?" 17 inches? "Right. And in the major leagues, how wide is home plate in the major leagues?" 17 inches! 17 inches, he confirmed, his voice bellowing off the walls. "And what do they do with a big league pitcher who can't throw the ball over 17 inches? Pause. "They send him to Pocatello," he hollered, drawing raucous laughter. "What they don't do is this. They don't say, 'That's okay, Jimmy, you can't hit a 17-inch target. We'll make it 18 inches or 19 inches. We'll make it 20 inches so you have a better chance of hitting it. If you can't hit that, let us know so we can make it wider still. Say 25 inches. Coaches, what do we do when our best player shows up late to practice? When our team rules forbid facial hair and a guy shows up unshaven? What if he gets caught drinking? Do we hold him accountable, or do we change the rules to fit him? Do we widen home plate?" The chuckles gradually faded as 4,000 coaches grew quiet, the fog lifting as the old coach's message began to unfold. He turned the plate toward himself and, using a Sharpie, began to draw something. When he turned the drawing toward the crowd, point up, a house was revealed, complete with a freshly drawn door and 2 windows. This is the problem in our homes today, with our marriages, with the way we parent our kids, with our discipline. We don't teach accountability to our kids, and there is no consequence for failing to meet standards. We widen the plate. Pause. Then, to the point at the top of the house, he added a small American flag. This is the problem in our schools today. The quality of our education is going downhill fast, and teachers have been stripped of the tools they need to be successful and to educate and discipline our young people, and we are allowing others to widen home plate. Where is that getting us? Silence. He replaced the flag with a cross. And this is the problem in the church, where powerful people in positions of authority have taken advantage of young children only to have such an atrocity swept under the rug for years. Our church leaders are widening home plate. "If I am lucky," Coach Scolinos concluded, "you will remember one thing from this old coach today. It is this: if we fail to hold ourselves to a higher standard, a standard of what we know to be right, if we fail to hold our spouses and our children to the same standards, if we are unwilling or unable to provide a consequence when they do not meet the standard, and if our schools and churches and our government fail to hold themselves accountable to those they serve, there is but one thing to look forward to." With that, he held home plate in front of his chest, turned it around, and revealed its dark black backside. Dark days ahead. Coach Scolinos died in 2009 at the age of 91, but not before touching the lives of hundreds of players and coaches. The lessons from Coach Scolinos' speech about maintaining standards and accountability are timeless and crucial for any successful venture. Just as a baseball diamond's home plate remains consistently 17 inches, the standards we hold in our businesses should remain unwavering, especially as we navigate the rapidly evolving landscape of technology.